The Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Trust has seen their request for a meeting with Chairman Daniel Levy and the board rejected. Fans involved with the THST are seeking clarity on the running of the club, and a number of furious supporters took to protesting with placards before the recent home win over Aston Villa. The THST called for Levy's resignation following the botched breakaway European Super League, and they are continuing to push for an open dialogue with Tottenham, something they say the club is declining to do. Levy went public with his apology on behalf of himself and the board following the Super League debacle. In that apology he claimed malicious accusations that he doesn't care about the club could not be further from the truth. But the hopes of the THST in being able to put their latest concerns to Levy appear to have fallen on deaf ears. A THST statement read, "Last week, the board of Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Trust asked the board of Tottenham Hotspur Football Club for a meeting to discuss the club's medium to long-term strategy. The club has decided it does not want to address the questions many fans are asking. It has declined to speak to the board of its official supporters trust. The recent missteps of the club's board have been well publicized and resulted in fierce criticism not just from THST and other Tottenham fan groups but from wider football authorities, the media and government. The mixed start to the season has led many to question the focus of THFC's board, what its objectives are and how it measures progress. And while individual decisions on players and tactics are not within the trust's remit, it is our job to question wider strategy when performance on the pitch falls short. While we have continued to work with various heads of department at the club board has refused to communicate, despite saying in public that its door remains open. Now our latest request for the club's board to address legitimate fan concerns has been rejected. With the government's fan-led review into football governance about to publish its recommendations, the actions of the THFC board provide the evidence of why change is needed. The club board wants to choose what it talks about, when it talks about it, and who it talks to. It's a stark example of the reality of grace and favor relationships, and it's why we worked so hard to develop proposals that could bring real change. The kind of historic change we hope the review takes the chance to deliver for all fan groups across the country." The statement went on to add, "An emergency meeting of THST's board will be held in the coming days to discuss options, and we will convene a meeting of our members shortly afterwards to agree next steps. It may well be that the recommendations of the fan-led review are published as we go through that process, and, if so, we will take them into consideration." Tensions have been rising for a number of months with the transfer saga surrounding star striker Harry Kane, the direction under new boss Nuno Espirito Santo, and the recent North London derby humiliation by Arsenal. Spurs started the season with 3 successive wins to lead the table before the first international break, but they went on to lose the next 3, conceding 9 goals in the process. During Spurs' 2-1 win over Villa on Sunday, one fan held up a Levy out banner in the stands at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which read, "Levy, knock out, ENIC, the club's owners, knock out," above an image of the smiling Spurs chief being punched in a boxing fight.